Good afternoon, everybody. What do you accept the relationship between this and this? No.
Larger.
Okay. No, I'll make it easier. What about now?
Music?
Mm-hmm.
Music.
Yep.
Man.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. So, but now.
And history.
Yep. So today I will talk about the device that you can listen to music with. So you can call it Watchman or Schoolman, Discman, and also you can call it Talkman. But the original name for it, and you can find it in the dictionary now, the new dictionary, it's Walkman. So today I'm going to talk about Talkman into 3 points. First one, the history. Second, how it works, and finally the influence for Walkman. Let's begin with the history. I'll talk about the history into 3 points: the inventor and what causes the Walkman development, and finally why did Walkman development. The inventor, his name is Kobutoshi Keira, and he was born in Japan in 1926. And he was engineering in a Sony company. So if you go to a Sony company and you ask them about Mr. Keira, they will not understand what you're saying. But if you say Mr. Walkman, they will know what you're talking about. And he made Walkman in 1979. Let's move to what causes the Walkman development. The first one, because it's easy to use, so everyone wants to carry up their Walkman everywhere and listen to it everywhere, anytime, any place also. So and easy to carry, and finally the style. Back in the year, Walkman was a style. The people who had Walkman, that was style for them, and that was like something beautiful for them. So why did Walkman develop? Because the size and the shape. The size over the time it becomes smaller, from this to this, finally this. And if you go to Sony company, you can find like just a headphone, and it's Walkman. Just put in your head and it's working. And the shape. It was a leather case and headphone. That's it. So it was the style for it, because the leather. And I talked about the history. Let's move to how it works. I'll divide it into 3 parts: the past and the present, and finally I'll talk about a little bit about the version, the new Walkman version. The past. It was just made from 2 things: the cassette and the reader. The cassette was plastic, and the middle of the plastic was tape. So as you can see here, the plastic and the tape and the plastic, so it's covered by plastic. And that's what I mean by the tape. And the tape coated with management particles. The lines of the tape can be straight or diagonal. Then the other one, the reader or the head. When the reader come on the tape, it's read the tape, so it makes some sound. The present or now. As you can see, it's too easy to use. If you have MP3, just plug your headphone and listen to anything you want. MP3, and now in like for 5 years ago they made like online, so you can listen to music and online, and you can download it. I'm not sure if it's legal, but there's like websites you can download from there. The version, the CD Walkman. It's like the cassette Walkman, but it's make it square instead of lines. And the other one, video Walkman. You can create up and see everything you want every time and any place. and the other one disc, mini disc Walkman. It's the same as CD Walkman, but with just like memory. And the MP3, you can just plug it in your computer and download any song you want. And finally, the mobile phone, by online or MP3. What do you think the influence of Walkman? Well, I'll divide it into three parts. How did it change the world, and what did for us? How did it change the world? Actually, it's lighter weight than the Walkman before, and you can listen to music any place you want, even under the water. And also, the people became more addicted to music. According to Apple Store, they said Apple sold 10 billion MP3 songs, and what did for us? The news. Many people expect Walkman just for music, but that's wrong. You can listen to news, as Cookie said, AM and FM radio. And the other one, the exercise. You can isolate it from the real world, and while you're doing exercise, so you'll not be tired. And the people became more addicted in exercises. ContentTime.com tells us that in 1987 to 1997, the people who walk and do exercise increased to 30%. And finally, we'll sum up with talk about the history and a little bit about the inventor and the development for Walkman, and then how it works. I talked about the past and the present, and a little bit about the version of Walkman. And finally, I ended with the influence, how did it change the world, and what did it for us. Many people expect Walkman is disappeared, but that's wrong. It's now in your pocket and in your bag, and it's the mobile phone. That was my presentation. If you have any question, I'm glad to answer it. Be free to. Thank you.